Alright, so all jacked up on axle stand, and you've got these Phillips, plastics Phillips heads. So you remove this, but you don't actually have to remove it all the way. We'll keep that safe in the pocket. So there's one there. I assume there's gonna be one here. And there is. Another one just there. But before you do this, it's probably a better idea to remove your window wipers, which is exactly what we need to do next. Yeah, I would probably say do your wipers first before you touch the plastic shroud. Yeah, let's see what it needs. So I've had a look at it, and actually don't need any tools for this bit, because you just pop the caps off. They just pop off like that. There, two of them. Right, the two nuts for the window wipers is actually a 13, I believe. No, it's a 14, so you'll need a 14 mil for the window wipers. Oh, it's that simple. Okay. Right, so that's your driver's side wiper. I was expecting these to be stuck on, but they're not. They're quite easy. I don't know how it would go with yours, but mine are definitely simple. Alright, so we got the wipers off, fairly simple. Next thing will be your window washer supply, because your jets are just there. So this is the tube for your window washer jets. It just pops out like that. And this one's a lot trickier, but if you take your time, it comes off quite easy. I would probably suggest to take your time, because these can be brittle and it's easy to split them. Alright, that can pop out the way. And we'll tuck this. Actually, we don't have to tuck it anywhere, that should all be attached underneath the shroud. Let's see. there's a bit here that's holding it in. There's like a little pin thing there. I think we can move that out of the way. Yep. There's probably one here too. There you go. You just lift them bits up. Ah. And that is that. So like I said, you don't have to tuck this in, it just runs straight to your jets here. Alright, on to the next thing. Alright, next thing is gonna be the brake reservoir. Two 10 mils on there, 1 and 2. Let's get them off, get out of the way. Again, take your time with these, don't want to lose them anywhere down there. It is a 10 mil after all, so they are prone to disappearing, according to the car community. Mechanic's nightmare. I intend not to lose any 10 mils today. Well, we'll see how that goes. Well, almost. There you go. No 10 mils lost for now. Alright, let's see. So, that is literally that simple. There is, however, some clips just there. They're like, that's what holds the hose in place. I don't know if we can get, there you go, yeah, there. So we pop them off, and one there, and I can just stay there, out the way. Alright, so this is how you remove your windscreen wiper thing. That's, yeah, not a very good design, this. Carry on with the 10 mil. So far from what I can see, you've got one just there, one there, another one there. That might possibly be all that's holding that on. I have got the heated windscreen issue with mine. Most models don't actually have this, so we're gonna have to deal with that one. Alright, let's not get distracted. Start with this. One in there. there. I'm not sure about these two, but we might not need to remove them. I'll try and have a look underneath. I do need to figure out what I'm doing with this though. Alright, so there's a clip just there. Alright, you just push that down, and then hopefully this should all just pop out. There you go. So that's what you do if you got the heated screen. And tuck that out the way gently, because that does not look like it has much flexibility left in it. Alright, so now we need to disconnect the actual window wiper mechanism motor, because we don't want to pull that off with all the wires. Alright, so the window wiper motor is here. That's the pin for it. I've seen people use screwdrivers for this, but actually if you just squeeze that pin just like that, it'll pop out. Or you could use a screwdriver, but you know, each to their own, I suppose. There you go. Again, press that, pops off, get it tucked out the way. Just like that. And that should now be all your connections done. So always double check what you have and haven't taken off. So window motor off, heated windscreen off, brake reservoir off. Right, well, it's about time to get these 10 mils out without losing them, of course. And see what else we got. Yeah. That's what they look like. Another one there. I've got to seriously get used to this whole filming thing. So yeah, my apologies if you can't see properly, but Come on. There we go, there's another one. But yeah, this is all new to me. Not taking things apart, filming things. Did I undo this one? Don't think I have. Turns out there's one hidden just there. Yep, in there. I'd probably say be careful with this one, rather close to your windscreen. Definitely put a thumb in or something, you know. Busted knuckle is better than a cracked windscreen. Then do the rest of it by hand. Well, that's that. Right, the not so obvious ones sometimes are here, because it's rusty. It looks like it's part of the wing, but it's not. It's actually holding this whole thing in. Alright, on to the next one. There you go. Now we can finally see if it comes loose, or we're gonna have to undo them two on the right. Not quite free just yet. Well, is what was holding it in, so I'm assuming I've got two more on the other side, because this side's moving and that's not. Right. And that's your window wiper filter. So you don't actually need to take that bit off. It's rather deceiving. It's to start with. Right, now all that's off. You've got your top mounts exposed. To be honest with you, if you're gonna do any work on this engine, even down to changing your spark plugs, that will be something you have to do each time, is take that whole assembly off not the best thing I've seen, but it is Japanese. They do things differently. Right, so we got our top mounts. I'll only do one video of how to take this part off. I'll probably categorize all my videos into its relevant parts. So yeah, let's crack on with de-lowering my Estima, because someone has lowered it and it does look like just cut springs. I think these are the original dampers. We shall find out when we take them off. But I need to do all four corners. I'm probably the only one who's de-lowering my Estima, so you know, if you wanna lower your Toyota, just watch this in backwards, I suppose. Alright, well, on to the next thing.